What in the world are we all dolled up for?
Because we felt like it. Because Aunt Claire came to town.
We've got a visitor.
I have a woman with me.
Yeah, we got a visitor. Lane's sister, Claire, came and visited with us. And we are in the beautiful Savannah, Georgia. We are just right now walking down to Forsyth Park. We're going to get something to eat while we're here. We're going to hang out. We're just going to have a great evening, aren't we?
Yes. It's so fun. It's beautiful. I could live here maybe.
What's that sound? Is it the big building?
It's a church bell. Did you count how many times it dinged?
No.
It dinged 6 times. You know what that means?
What?
That means it's 6 o'clock. So we are at the Forsyth Park, where apparently, if you want to, you can get married here. You want to get remarried here?
Yes. Actually, we're doing that in Hawaii.
Yeah. But yeah, isn't that cool? Forsyth Park. Highly recommended. One of the top things to do while you are in the city of Savannah is you have to make sure and come to the Forsyth Park.
Okay, you ready?
Something I did not know about Savannah was all of these little parks that they have that are like every few blocks. So you walk a little bit, you come into a park. You walk a little bit, you come into a park. And it's just like its own little square, but it is just beautiful. I'll tell you what, if you come here, plan on just walking. Walk around for a while. You'll see so much. It's such a beautiful town. I mean, so far out of all of our travels, if I could live in a city, of course I'm not really a city guy, but if I had to choose, so far, right now, Savannah, you're at the top of my list. So this is the park where Forrest Gump was shot when he's on the bench and life is like a box of chocolates, you know, all that stuff. That was a horrible impression of that. I don't think I'm gonna put that in. But anyway, the bench is no longer here. I was expecting that we could sit on the bench, take pictures of that, but it's actually no longer here. But still beautiful park nonetheless. Now we are gonna head on down to River Street, and we hear that's fantastic, and that's where we're gonna go and check that out, but hopefully before it gets too dark. Kenyon's name at least one movie that was made in Savannah, and not
We're going to say the same one.
not Forrest Gump.
We'll start singing it.
I don't actually think so. I just really like the song.
We're just having a little conversation.
I don't have a clue.
One movie besides Forrest Gump.
Lady and the
It's
Tramp.
gonna be.
Okay,
by
so
the
we
time
heard
people
Lady and the
see it.
Tramp is going to be made,
We
or
know stuff.
parts of it here. Besides Forrest Gump, you guys remember the movie Something
He's
to Talk
gonna.
About?
He's acting like
I'll
that he
give you
knows.
something
to talk about.
That's it, yeah.
How about love?
That may be the only one you guys know, except for Magic Mike, which I've never seen.
Oh, it's the men strippers. Okay, I was thinking of
Basketball, nice
is.
cover. Nice cover. Basketball?
Well, what? There's something about magic and basketball. Like
Magic Johnson.
Okay, so that's that. What's his first name?
She's playing dumb now.
Or is his first name Magic? Who's Magic?
I don't know, but I guess.
Oh,
there's some
come
magic.
on. Now you're just making me mad. You don't know who Magic Johnson is.
You know how many times in our marriage she'll be like, "You've never seen that? Has that happened?" to
Like
you?"
Dylan
Top,
does that to me all the
I'm
time.
like, no.
No, I wasn't allowed.
I wasn't allowed to see stuff.
like the movie Top Gun. Never seen it
Talk
until.
to me, Goose.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
Maverick and Top, yeah.
I
Anyway,
didn't know.
I mean, I don't know that I've actually.
Layla,
Sorry,
wait.
guys.
There we go.
That's what happens when we get distracted and we start talking and our kids start running off. You guys got a little Savannah trivia going on there.
We aced
I'm
it.
about to drop him. I got to resituate here.
So
We got some pizza. You guys like that pizza? Was your pizza good? Grady, did you like the pizza?
Yeah.
He's still licking it off his fingers. We scarfed it all down. Now, time for coffee. Oh look, chasing the horsey. So we didn't even make it down to River Street, but that's all right. It's actually that way. I gotta go back in and get the stroller.
I was just wondering if you remember.
Oh yeah, I remember. That was not as pretty now.
Claire, mine's prettiest.
What'd you think of it?
It's very good. It's good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
So we are at Coffee Fox, and it was recommended to us from the pizza place we just ate at, which was just down the street from this, and it is delicious. We're also getting a little bit of a dessert, apple and cream cheese, kind of like an apple pie. The kids got some brownies. We almost made the mistake of getting them an espresso brownie, which I didn't realize, and that would have kept you guys up all night long. But this is going to wrap it up for tonight. After this, we are probably going to be walking back to our vehicle. We are going to be heading home for the evening. We're going to rest. We're going to have some good time with Claire while she's in. Now tomorrow, I do believe we are going to go to the beach, so stay tuned for that. I finally found a legitimate reason to have a large dually pickup. You get great parking. When I seen this, I was like, yes, I'm oversized. This is me. And it's right on the front row, right up front when you get in the parking place in Savannah, Georgia. All right, we're gonna go head home now, get these kids to bed, and make another full day of this again tomorrow. So today we are at Fort Pulaski.
Very cool.
This is cool. I think it's amazing to be able to bring the kids here, and they're kind of having like a little bit of a homeschool day here.
Oh yeah, totally. They've got a little quiz they're doing for the Junior Ranger program.
And we have never done anything with the Junior Ranger program yet, but we've heard about it. We wanted to get involved with it, so we went and asked them. Basically, they just give you a little booklet, and you go through this area or any other area in national parks, and you have to answer questions or you have to find things. It's just fun,
so cool.
Little thing for kids. It makes the whole trip kind of like a scavenger hunt almost.
Yeah, I think it helps them remember instead of just strolling through and us telling them stuff. When they actually have to look for things and write things down, I think that helps them remember it.
Absolutely. And as far as the history side of it goes, I'm obviously the history person in this family.
What? I thought it was me.
I love history. I love stuff like this. But here's the thing about this place. I think what's even more cool about Fort Pulaski than just the history is the engineering behind this place.
It's
like
awesome.
I'm looking at all the little different things
Details.
and the details, and also just how they built it. You know, my mind thinks, well, they just came out here and built bricks up on stuff on the ground. But there was so much more to that. And there was a little video that you can watch. It's about 15 minutes before you come actually into the fort area. That really explains about the building of the fort, the history of the fort, and even the battle of the fort. I'm not going to go into all that.
He would love to.
I would love to, but I'm not going to. But the engineering behind this thing is amazing. So we highly recommend coming out to Fort Pulaski if you ever get the chance.
Definitely.
It's great for kids. I think it's just great for history.
Hey, look at me, Dad.
Little man's getting tired. Okay, Okay, so on April 10th, 1862, the Confederates refused a formal demand to surrender because the enemy guns were a mile away, more than twice the effective range of heavy artillery of the day. When Union troops opened fire, their new rifled cannons fired spinning projectiles that bored through the masonry walls with alarming effect. Do you guys remember how thick the walls were at this fort?
Really thick.
They're like 7 feet thick. It says by noon on the second day, the southeast angle gaped open and continued bombardment threatened the main powder magazine. Realizing the hopelessness of the situation, the Confederate commander surrendered. So after the battle, when the Union soldiers took over this fort, they imprisoned over 500 rebel soldiers here. The prisoners stayed here in the wintertime, and it says that they didn't even have a coat. It also says that they only received 1 meal per day. I know that some soldiers actually resorted to eating rats and cats or whatever else that they could find that would come to this island. They would try to eat it. And it says that each bunk received 1 blanket. And the bunks that I showed you earlier would sleep 4 men, so 2 on top, 2 on bottom. And they didn't even have a fire at nighttime. So their conditions were pretty horrible here. So when the battle took place, you'll see that they put in these tall wooden timbers. So they placed these all the way around through here so that whenever they was actually in battle, soldiers could walk back and forth through here without getting hit by cannon fire. So now we're going to head out to the outside wall where you can actually see where the cannon fire hit the wall and did a lot of damage. But the difference between a rifled cannon and a normal cannon, and you can't tell, but a rifled cannon would have grooves in it that would twist and turn. And so that whenever they would fire, that cannon shell be twisting and turning inside of there, and which would make it shoot even faster and shoot longer. And it was able to do a lot of damage to it like we see.
Promise to keep on visiting national parks because when I do, I get to see some really, really cool stuff. Like history, like animals, like beautiful rivers and oceans. And when I get to my next park, I'm gonna walk in with my shiny new Junior Ranger badge from Fort Pulaski, and I'm gonna tell them I would like to get another Junior Park Ranger badge from their park, doubling my badges. There you go.
Say thank you.